Hello, everyone. So, as you all know, that Finance Minister has presented the Union Budget 2026-27 on the 1st of Feb 2026. All right. So, in this video, we are going to talk about the 10 key takeaways from the Union Budget. So, this budget becomes a very historic budget as it is the ninth consecutive budget which has been presented by the Finance Minister. So, let us see the what are the key 10 key takeaways from the budget 2026-27. So first thing is, if you look at the budget, so what is the total budget which is there? So it is around 53 lakhs crores. All right. So 53 lakh crore ke aspas ka total budget which has been presented by the finance minister. If you talk about the four important deficits which is presented in the budget, so one is uh, uh, revenue deficit, another is effective revenue deficit, the physical deficit, one of the most watched, keenly watched numbers, and the primary deficit. So this year, budget pegs the fiscal deficit to be around 4.3% of the GDP. All right. So next, the every year the budget has certain themes. So this year the budget talks about the three kartavyas or three core duties which has been listed by the budget. First duty which is listed by the budget is to maintain the India's economic growth amid the global volatility which is there. All right, so accelerate and sustain economic growth along with building resilience to volatile global dynamics which is happening. As you have seen that India has been imposed with tariffs by the US president. So a lot of dynamics change or a lot of global uncertainty which is there in the current world. Second, kartavya or core duties which the budget talks about is to fulfill the aspirations of our people and build their capacity, skill development, and providing employment, gainful employment to the people. And the third core duties which budget is talking about is that every family, community, region, and sector has access to resources, amenities, and opportunities. Basically, the budget is talking about the inclusive growth and development. So these three are the core duties which is there in the budget 2026-27. Another important highlight of the budget is the sustained push to public sector capital expenditure, which is now pegged at 12.2 lakh crores. All right, so several things has been highlighted for the public capital expenditures. For example, setting up of infrastructure risk guarantee fund, setting up of dedicated freight corridors की बात कर रहे हैं, then operationalizing 20 new national waterways which is connecting the mineral areas, etc., and setting up of ship repair ecosystem catering to inland waterways. So in the last few years there has been a constant push towards the public expenditure or public capital expenditure. Next, if you see the with regard to the fiscal discipline, as we have said that the fiscal deficit target for the 2026-27, the budget has pegged it to be at 4.3%. Another important thing which budget highlights is that the central government will target reaching a debt to GDP ratio of 50 plus minus 1% by 2030. Another highlight of the fiscal discipline. Uh, Another important thing which should be noticed in the budget is that it has highlighted the construction or development of the 7 high-speed rail corridors between the different cities. All right, so sustained push towards the infrastructure development. They will be developed as growth connectors. All right. So between the Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Chennai, Chennai, Bengaluru, Delhi, Varanasi, and Varanasi, Siliguri. So 7 high-speed rail corridors development, which the budget talked about, and they will be acting as a growth connectors. If you talk about tax proposal highlights, so some of the highlights in the tax proposal is the government has announced the hike in securities transaction tax, especially regard to the future trading and options trading. The idea is to curb the speculative future and options trading in the stock market. The securities transaction tax on future has been raised from 0.02% to 0.05%, and on the options trading it has been raised to 0.15%. With regard to the personal income tax, if you talk about, so there is no change related to the personal income tax slabs for the assessment year 2026-27. With regard to the schemes, especially related with the agriculture sector, the budget highlights the Bharat Vistar scheme. Bharat Vistar, virtually integrated system to access agricultural resources. Basically, use of technology, use of AI in the agriculture in order to increase the farm productivity, in order to increase the farmers' income. So Bharat Vistar is multilingual AI tool that shall integrate the agri-stack portals and the ICAR package on agriculture practices with AI systems. This will enhance farm productivity. It will lead to the better farm decision making and reduce the risk through customized advisory support for the farmer. So Bharat Vistar. Next, if you talk about the MSME sector, so these are called as the engines of economic growth, and the budget highlights the three important schemes related with the MSME sector. One is the SME growth fund, which is to be set up at the 10,000 crore fund. It will provide the equity support to MSMEs. Then TREDS platform, it will be mandated for all the central public sector enterprises to ensure quicker payments to small vendors. And then the central government will help to corporate mitras basically in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, and they will help the MSMEs to meet the compliance requirement at the affordable cost. So this is related with the MSME sector. Another important scheme which has been announced by the budget is Biopharma Sakti Mission. All right. It aims to make India a global hub for biopharma sector. So it has been announced with the outlay of 10,000 crores for the next 5 years. All right. The idea is a strategy for healthcare advancement through knowledge, technology, and innovation. And the scheme will strengthen, or it will build ecosystem for domestic production of biologics and biosimilar. So another important scheme which has been highlighted by the budget. Next is with regard to the financial sector. If you see what are the few things which has been announced, the budget has announced setting up of high level committee on banking for Viksit Bharat to align with India's next growth phase. All right, so budget will incentivize or incentive of rupees 100 crores for a single issuance of municipal bonds of more than 1,000 crores. And then introduction of market making framework and total return swaps on the corporate bonds की भी बात कर रहा है. There will be comprehensive review of Foreign Exchange Management Act non-debt instrument rules. All right. So these are some of the key highlights, key takeaways from the budget 2026-27. Thank you all.